Because it's the winter months and it's getting colder for a lot of us, a lot of parents will mistakenly put children in car seats in bulky winter coats. It's the same for us. We shouldn't be wearing them with seatbelts.
J is for just thin layers.
A bulky coat, and this can also apply to Halloween costumes, will not allow the harness to get tight enough. And if the harness is not tight enough, the harness will not stay in position and could slide off the shoulders. And it also doesn't let the harness do its job. And we're going to talk about that later, don't worry. But that's why it's important to wear thin layers that will not interfere with getting your harness tightened properly. So to show you what we mean by this, Holly is going to show you in an actual car seat. Pay attention.
First, make sure they're harnessed up properly with the harness at the proper height, chest clip at the armpits, no slack in the hips, and that the harness passes the pinch test. For the first test, we'll use the harness method. This first coat I'm using is a packable coat, which means it's not filled with anything dense, it's mostly just air. The first step here is to get my daughter in the coat and harnessed into the car seat. I'm harnessing her snugly, as if I were about to drive her. Then, without loosening the harness at all, I'm going to peel that coat off of her and reattach the harness. I'm checking to see if there is slack, so I want to make sure that it's passing the pinch test still, and this coat was a good choice. For the second test, we're going to use the chalk method. I've harnessed my daughter now in a much bulkier coat to show you the difference here. Now that I've got her passing the pinch test, I'm going to take a piece of chalk and I'm marking right where the adjuster tail comes out of the car seat. Because I've made this line, now I can get her out of the car seat, loosening the harness to get that coat off easily. Now, once again, I'm going to get her rebuckled, tightened up, and make sure that she's passing the pinch test. I'm sure you can already see that mark I made, but I'm going back in with a piece of chalk and I'm going to mark where the tail is now coming out of the adjuster. In this case, it was 2 inches of slack. This coat is too bulky for the car seat. This also applies to other gear like snow pants. They're just too bulky and we don't want that slack in the hips either. For more information and options for cold weather, check out the posts in our profiles. And for more expert baby and toddler safety tips, follow the Jamie Grayson and Safe Beginnings.